Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Catherine, and I am looking forward to sharing this time with you together today. Let's take a look at our church calendar. You can see we're in a really special spot today because we're in the final Sunday of Green and Growing. And after this, we're going to switch to a time of purple. Do you know what that means? It means that something special is coming. Let's see where our story comes from in the Bible today. Today is another story about one of the prophets, the prophet Jonah. Last time you heard a story about the prophet Daniel, who heard from God in visions and dreams. Well, Jonah is a different kind of prophet. Let's get ready to hear the story of the prophet Jonah. Let's all take a deep breath. Okay, we're ready to begin. Now the word of the Lord came to Jonah. Arise and go to Nineveh, that great city. Tell the people there that they are bad and they need to change and become good. Now, a prophet is someone who comes so close to God and God comes so close to them that they know what God is telling them to do. And then they go and do it. Jonah went the other direction. He found a boat that was headed to Tarshish in Spain. Now that is about as far from Nineveh as you can get. Suddenly, a great storm broke out. The sailors were very frightened, so each one started praying to his own God. They threw everything that was on the ship overboard to try and make it lighter so that it would float. Now, a prophet is someone who helps people know what to do. They went to look for Jonah, and do you know where he was? He was asleep in the bottom of the boat. So the captain commanded him to come up. But all Jonah did was go up to the deck of the boat. The storm got worse, and the people were more afraid. They decided to cast lots to see which one of them had made God angry. They were going to throw that person overboard to get rid of him. Now, a prophet is someone who speaks for the one true God. But Jonah, he didn't say anything. Finally, the sailors asked him who he was. He told them that he worshiped the one true God who made the sea and the dry land. Then the sailors were even more afraid. They knew that Jonah was fleeing from God. The sea grew even more troubled. Finally, Jonah said, "Throw me in and it will stop." So they threw him in. Suddenly, all was quiet. the sea was calm. Now, a prophet is someone who brings people close by what he or she says or does. But when the sea grew calm, Jonah said nothing. And yet the sailors, they bowed down and worshiped the one true God. Now, a prophet is someone who is close to God, and a false prophet is very far from God. But Jonah, he was neither close to nor far from God. He was sinking. As he sank, a great fish swam up and swallowed him. Jonah was in the belly of the big fish for 3 days and 3 nights. Jonah began to pray, and the fish began to feel very strange. He felt sicker and sicker until finally he swam up to shore and vomited Jonah out onto the dry land. Now the word of the Lord came to Jonah a second time. Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and tell them that they are bad and they need to change and become good. This time, Jonah went. He cried out to the people of God that they were bad and they had to change their ways and become good. He told them if they did not change their ways, they would be destroyed. Now, a prophet is someone who is overjoyed when people change and become good. And the people of Nineveh, they did change. They were sorry and they became good. They went about wearing sackcloth and ashes to show how sorry they were. Even the king and queen were sorry and became good. Even the animals were sorry and became good. And God did not destroy the city. This made Jonah angry. He wanted God to destroy the city. These were not even the people of God. He went outside the city to a hill and sat and sulked. Jonah wanted to get his way. God said to him, "Why are you angry?" God caused a plant to grow and give shade to Jonah on the hill. Then one night, God sent a worm to destroy the plant, and the plant died. When the sun rose, a sultry east wind came and beat down on the head of Jonah, and he grew faint. He grew angry about the death of the plant. "Why are you angry about the plant?" God asked. Jonah said, "I am angry enough to die." He thought he might still get his way. God said, "You pity the plant, but you did nothing to make it grow. You did nothing to take care of it. Should I not pity Nineveh, that great city that has 120,000 people plus all the cattle?" And that is the end of the story. I wonder which part of the story you like best. I wonder what part of the story you think is most important. I wonder what part of the story is about you or where you see yourself in the story. And I wonder if there's any part of the story that we could take out and still have all the story we need. And I wonder how you might end this story.